Hello again, everyone, and welcome to day 7. We are so close to completing this challenge. You are doing brilliantly. So, today we are talking all things meditation. I'm going to discuss with you my meditation practice, the benefits of meditation, how to meditate, how often you should meditate, and then I'm going to take you through a guided 10-minute meditation. So, before we begin, I just want to let you know that I am not a certified meditation coach, but I am someone who meditates and has for years, which, in my opinion, totally qualifies me. But we are all constantly learning. So, just be aware that there is no right way to do this. So, I have had a meditation practice for a while now, but there were periods in my life where it was a daily thing and then times where it was not. I once challenged myself to meditate for 90 days straight and was so impressed with my achievement that I stopped because I reached my goal. So, what happened? All those beautiful benefits quickly disappeared and life returned to chaos again. In 2020, I decided it was something I was being called to do. And at the time of this recording, I'm up to day 178. That's nearly 6 months meditating every single day, which I think is damn cool. Best of all, the benefits truly are why I meditate, and I can't see life without it, feeling quite incomplete if I don't meditate each morning. So, life is better with a daily meditation practice, and the benefits are reported by everyone who does it. And these includes like feeling a sense of calm and having a massive reduction in anxiety, having a new approach to life, having a more open mind and heart, having an appreciation for life, a gratitude, feeling a greater appreciation for the individual and the collective, feeling a connection to source or God or divinity, whatever you like to call it, developing trust, both in yourself and also in God. This feeling of an inner knowing, and I think that connects to the trust. And then there are the physical benefits that they report about in scientific studies, which show that people who meditate have all of the above things I mentioned, but they actually also report them having a younger, more healthy brain. They've also reported things like improved digestive function. So the gut is our second brain and it's connected to the vagus nerve, which I talked about in a previous video. This means that function is altered based on being in a stressed or calm state. So meditation can improve digestive function. And I can definitely report all of these things happening to me in my life right now, 100%. Okay, so let's talk about how to meditate. This is the tricky one. People think it's really hard. But to put it simply, you just find a quiet place to sit when you have time. Don't squeeze this in. Don't think, oh, I've got a spare 10 minutes. I'll just meditate. You don't ever want to feel rushed when you meditate. I recommend sitting up, not lying down, unless, of course, you have an injury that prevents you from sitting up, but you can always prop yourself up, but seated is the best position. Lying down will result often in people falling asleep. And while this is a beautiful, calming experience, we want to be conscious while meditating. We want to be like in a trance. I like to sit on a mat on the grass outside in the sun when possible. Even when it's cold, I'll sit outside on the ground, but of course, this can't always happen depending on the weather. Make sure you're hydrated. Take a drink of water if you need. You can also meditate with things around you, things that are important to you that give you a sense of peace, whether they are crystals, whether you have essential oils you like to burn, or just some valuable, important token that, whether it's a necklace or something that is important to you. Okay, so we're sitting down, we're on a mat, we're connecting with nature, then you close your eyes. The first thing you can do is to think about an intention for your meditation, what you want for this session, or for yourself, or for your life. And as you're starting out, you're taking like 10 to 20 slow, deep breaths in through your nose, out through your nose or your mouth. I like to personally visualize myself breathing out anything that doesn't serve me. And I kind of like to see it as like a brown yuckiness leaving my body. Then just relax into the quiet space that you've created. Or if you've got a recording that you're listening to, just enjoy it and listen along. You can pray if you like, but ultimately the aim is to be quiet. You try and sit for a minimum then of 10 minutes. And that's pretty much the process of meditating. Now, I will be honest with you. Meditation takes patience. It requires patience. We all have monkey minds. Yours is not more monkey than anyone else's, I promise you. We're all constantly thinking about things and we all get distracted by these things. So meditation is about trying to get to a point where you're less focused on the thoughts and more focused on the silence. But I tell you, it doesn't happen quickly. And still after 6 months of meditating, I'm not even close to stopping my monkey mind. The difference for me is that it doesn't actually stress me. I just let things happen as they happen. So just be at peace with your monkey mind if that's what's going on for you in your session. And even if you want, you can like follow your thoughts. Just don't place attachments or importance on them. Don't be mad at yourself if you find yourself like just kind of completely disappearing in your thoughts. You can't fail at meditation. It's all learning. And every day you sit down to meditate, it just gets easier and the process becomes more and more peace inducing. So I described the basic process of going through meditation from sitting down to the end, but there are other ways that you can tackle it. So you can focus solely on the breath. And this is what a lot of people will talk about. Another thing you can do is focus on visualizing something in your mind's eye, which we know as our third eye. You can also listen to a guided meditation, and that might help to distract you from your thoughts because you're focused on the words you're hearing and you're visualizing what that person is saying to you. You can listen to a guided meditation, which will often distract you from your thoughts because you're focused on the words that you're hearing. Or you can listen to some soft music like binaural beats or solfeggio just to try and tune out. As mentioned, it's nice to start a meditation with an intention. It could be an intention for your meditation or for your day or for your life. I like to have some time of prayer and reflection and expressing of gratitude when I'm meditating. So usually I spend the first part just breathing to calm my system down, even if I'm doing it in the morning and I've just got out of bed. Then I'll do some prayer or have some intentional thoughts. Then I'll try to go into a deeper trance. But as I said, there's no right or wrong way to do it. Just do whatever works for you, and you'll find a routine or a rhythm once you form a habit of doing it daily. And sometimes meditation doesn't go like this. So allow yourself the freedom to just let it unfold as it does. Try not to judge yourself for it. That is the most important tip I can give you. When you meditate, you may see shapes or outlines of things or faces or colors or even scenery, for example. This is considered to be our clairvoyant ability, something we all have, but we haven't learned to develop. So be patient and just let it unfold as it's meant to. Sometimes I spend my entire meditation trying to see things and make things appear, and it's just so fun. So I encourage you to even try that as well. Sometimes I focus on visualizing colors or objects, and it's pretty wild to see them actually like visualize or come to life right in front of your eyes. I would encourage you to let go of expectations when meditating, as it will be different every single time you sit down. Okay, so aim to meditate for around 10 minutes a day. You'll find the more you do it, the longer you'll end up sitting on your mat for. Okay, shall we give this a go? So pause the video now if you need to find yourself a comfortable position, but otherwise let's meditate. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through this process. I want you to close your eyes and start to breathe more deeply than usual. Think of your intention for this meditation today. What do you want your experience to be? What do you want the rest of your day to be? Or what do you want for your life? Keep breathing, slowly lengthening your breath. Now let's start to count your breath. Make your in-breath half the length of your out-breath and pause at the top. For example, you're going to breathe 4 seconds in, pause for 4 seconds, and then breathe out for 8 seconds. And just keep this breath going for around 10 breaths. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, out breath, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just repeat like that. You're doing brilliantly. Keep going. Now I want you to focus with your eyes closed. I want you to just observe what you see. Look into that darkness that you see. Do you see colors, splashes of light? Do you see shapes? Do you see outlines of things? Or do you actually see scenery and people? Whatever you do, keep focusing on what is right there in front of you and keep breathing in and out. You're doing fantastic. Now I'm going to give you some time on your own to meditate. If you find yourself having thoughts about things you have to do or places you have to be, just keep reminding yourself to return to the now, to be present. You can even say this to yourself: return to the now, be present. Okay, you've got this. Just keep breathing. Just keep focusing on what you can see. Keep your eyes closed. Just slowly start waking up your body. You can move your torso if you need, your shoulders. You can even stretch your arms up over your head. A bit of a stretch. You can move your legs if your feet have fallen asleep. Just keep breathing slowly, and when you're ready, open your eyes. Well done, beautiful. So as I said, just be mindful when you do stand up because feet do tend to fall asleep. So I just tend to straighten out my legs and just wait for a couple of minutes. It's always this left one that falls asleep, never the right one. I hope you've enjoyed this meditation with me today. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Much love. Namaste.